Read.
Verse 5. Joel 3 and 5. Because you have taken my silver and my gold.
You have taken the silver and gold.
And have carried it into your temples, or carried into your temples my goodly pleasure things.
And you took all of the great stuff out of our temples and started putting it in your heathenistic temples. All in Tibet, all in Asia. Now everybody want to deal with yoga and deal with being a Buddhist now. When even they were a part in the conspiracy of taking a lot of what we had into their temples too. All nations conspired against us. Read.
Verse 6. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
They sold us to who?
The Grecians.
They sold us to the Grecians, Edomites. Read.
That ye might remove them far from their borders.
That you might remove them far from their borders. This is the prophecy of how we lost our homeland. And how we as a people now are scattered all over this earth with no idea, have no understanding of home. When we think of home and when it comes into our mind, some thought information comes to us that say Africa, when there was no such land as Africa in the Bible. Read.
Verse 7. Behold, I will raise them up out of the place whither ye have sold them.
And he's going to raise us. He have raised us from the same place you sold us. Read.
And will return your recompense upon your own head.
And that's the war. He's turning the recompense. What?
Upon your own head.
Upon your own head. Read.
Verse 8. And I will sell your sons.
And I will sell your sons.
And your daughters.
And your daughters.
Into the hand of the children of Judah.
Into the hand of the children of Judah. This is the future, brothers and sisters, we're reading. This is reaping what you sow. This is what goes around, comes around. Read.
And they shall sell them.
And now I understand the eugenics program, the vaccine program, the all-out war, psychological and otherwise, against us all over the earth. Why we're hated such. Because if this happens, that means the Most High have broken all the authority of every nation that's ruled in the earth. Okay? And you know they're fervently reading the Bible. They're telling you, oh, the Bible is tampered with. We don't put down the Bible. And as soon as the cameras go off, they got all our books open. You know, we found another scroll. We got another scroll. Okay, how long we have? How long we got before these Negroes start waking up? Well, okay, how many more we need to kill? All right, what chapter are we in? What book are? How many more seals we got? Mm-hmm. While they telling you the Bible is tampered with, don't look that well. There's other stuff out there. Every other week I hear that they find another scroll. If our books are not that important, why do you have to publicize throughout the whole earth when you find our record? All the elite powers are sitting there with our books open. All down at the bottom of the Vatican is our history, our books. So while they're telling you, oh, don't look this way, they have the top scholars, the most intelligent of their people, studying fervently day and night to buy time. And they're looking in our record. They understand that if they don't get rid of us in a certain amount of time, that we will fulfill these prophecies and rule like our Father promised. See, and that's the key point that's missing throughout all Christian theology. The false identification of the children of Israel and Israel's future. And what will happen to the nations who have did these things to God's people when God's people just extended their hand, always showed love, even in our ignorance, we've accepted everyone. Even when we had no idea who we were, we loved everyone anyway. See, now the Most High say, okay, I'm going to wake you up. I'm going to let you know what's prepared for you if you follow my law. And on the other hand, I'm going to have the whole world go to war. Have them fight against each other. And while they're taking each other down, it's your time to look towards me. And follow the Most High from the throne. Follow his Son from the throne while the whole world crumbles. So that when I see what's going on in Gaza, I'm like, okay, This is better than an old movie to me. I mean, hey, this is good. Let me go to Amos. All right, bombs raining down on Gaza. Okay, pass the popcorn. It's okay with me. Why? Because no one cried when the children of Israel was taken out of their land and sold for nothing. It's to a point where you mention what happened to us in slavery, everyone gets up and gets upset. But yet, we can talk about the Holocaust from now until tomorrow, and everyone should embrace that conversation. Where's the truth? We're going to bring the truth, the future, according to the Most High. The Bible. Read it.
The book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 8.
Read this, read it.
And I will sell your sons.
I will sell your sons
and your daughters
into
the hand of the children of Judah.
Into the hands of the children of Judah. That's right. Your eugenics is not going to work. You're killing us, and this HIV garbage that y'all made up, this AIDS garbage, as a pretext to kill people, knowing there ain't no such thing as any of that. We see everything you're doing. We see it's the treatment killing everyone. And it's now aimed towards us. It don't have nothing to do with no gay disease, huh? Ain't nothing but black people coming down with this now, huh? It's not going to work. Eventually, we're going to fulfill this prophecy. We will stand again. Read.
And they shall sell them to the Sabians.
And they shall sell them to the Sabians.
To a people far off.
Read.
For the Lord hath spoken it.
For the Lord hath spoken it. So it's retribution. What's going on in the Middle East? All right. So we're going into the last World War next week. Because I want to set everything up here to show you why there's war in the Middle East. And it all leads to a people no one is identifying. Him bringing again the captivity of his people. To bring again, which means to lead the people up back to their nation, the children of Israel, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. To lead you back against the conspirators. And pray against them in their God and tear down their religion and their traditions. Okay? All the religions and traditions outside of the Most High's will, outside of the Most High's law, is swine. All of them. You can put them all together and flush it. Buddhist, the paganistic Christianity, Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Sunday worship, you name it, all of it, flush it. New Age, flush it. Pagans, Satanists, atheists, flush it. All knees shall bow and all tongues shall confess that Ahia is the Most High God who delivered his people. So we understand why there's war. Next week we're going into Ezekiel to show you that it's not about Russia, what it's really about with the Middle East and the Persians and all them coming together. And then show you when Christ returns how long it's going to take to bring all the kings of this earth into submission. With that, I'm going to say shalom. I'll answer a few questions. And I hope we answered a few things concerning the war so that you can view it properly also. And another thing, there's a lot of things going on in the earth as far as the Malaysian airplane, one missing, one getting shot down. Listen, I understand that all of this, listen, if it's not concerning a Bible prophecy and understanding the Bible, it's misdirection. They got a lot of things out there that just want you to just be looking and staring at a wall with some mess that they have created. It's misdirection. Having you look and talk about something while they're working over here to destroy you on this side. Where's the plane? Where's the plane? And a guy in back of you with a knife ready to just take you out. Okay? Keep your focus on the Most High in the scriptures. Keep your focus on the information he's given you. And treat the understanding he gave you like a jewel. Like something precious. How long it took us to understand that we are God's people. And we just can't act as if that's something, that's a small thing. In a world of such confusion and no one understands who they are and which way this is going. The Most High chose you to understand. That's a precious gift. Treat it righteously. Thank the Most High for it and don't take it for granted. Read.
Verse 5. Joel 3:5. Because you have taken my silver and my gold.
You have taken the silver.